Hey, Warpugs. So, today we're going to be checking out a request from Zombie Man 23. This is Demolition Ranch. Now, Demolition Ranch, I recently have been turned on to, and I'm already a bit nervous about this one. This is surprising results with full oxygen tanks. There's going to be explosions. There's going to be a lot of explosions, guys, and I'm here for it. Warpugs, this is I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna have this. Oh god, guys, I can't wait. Um, I can't wait. Tomorrow, I'm getting on the road, and yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited. Um, it's gonna be a thing. So thank you all again. Thank you all again for spending some time with me. We're gonna get right in this with Demolition Ranch. Like, subscribe, everything like that, guys. Let's just get into it. All links are going to be in the description down below. That's always so satisfying. There you go.
Rachel, turn off the lights when you walk out of the room. No, we don't have vegan burgers. This is America. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. You know what I'm saying? A few more minutes, guys. Money doesn't grow on trees. Come on. Hey, Dave, that's a beautiful BMW. You commie. The only thing I love more than Corvettes? America. My zoysia grass is going to be popping. Which kind of bear is the most condescending berry? A pan. Duh.
What?
Close the door. You're letting all the air out. Luis, your tomatoes are almost ready for picking. Hey, Junior, can you take out the trash? Thanks, bud. See you, sport. The thing I can't believe about it is the torque. Hey, Junior, I used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me. No, Junior's
I'm in
not
pain.
playing soccer. We're not raising no pansies in this house. Rachel, come here. It's time you learn how to change a tire. Yeah, I could stand at these puppies all day.
Man, I love America.
Y'all see a burnout? Here we go. Hold up. Once.
Oh, it's on. Here we go.
Before we get to today's video, I want to say thank you to our channel sponsor, Simply Safe. A lot of you guys are probably like me and you like putting things off, and maybe you've been putting off getting home security for your house. Well, don't wait any longer because Simply Safe is awesome. It's super easy. You literally order it online, it is delivered to your door, and then you install it in under an hour. It's incredibly reliable and effective home security, and you can totally customize it to whatever your needs in your home are. This is your home base station. It's kind of the brain of the whole system, and then these are a bunch of devices. This is your keypad, which controls everything. This is a video camera. You can get as many of these as you need in your house. Smoke detectors. These are window and door sensors. This is a glass break sensor, motion detector, freeze sensor, water sensor, panic button, video doorbell for your front door, and then also a smart door lock for your front door. I was first interested in Simply Safe because I wanted to make sure my house is safe. If someone breaks a window, this thing will let me know. Or if someone opens a door in the middle of the night, this thing starts giving you a countdown, and it says, if you don't put the pin in right now, I'm about to freak out. Then I get out of bed, I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, huh. Where's he at? And also while I'm doing that, Simply Safe is calling the authorities to let them know something bad is happening in my house. Super easy not only to install by yourself, but also to set it all up, hook it all up to here, and easy to check and make sure that everything is installed correctly and working correctly. For
Guys, description down below. I don't really see many ads for home security. I know that when me and the hospital are moving into our place, we're getting a security system put in. But yeah, this is the first thing I've seen for a home security system. It will be down in the description below. Take care of yourselves, guys.
For more information, go to simplysafe.com/demo ranch. It is linked in the description below. Thank you to Simply Safe for sponsoring this episode of Demolition Ranch.
I'm not quite sure what idiot would try to break into a place called the Demolition Ranch, but I have seen the Darwin Awards, and I know that dumb people are out there.
Welcome to Demolition Ranch. On our list of sketchy things, this video's up there. In the past, we have shot some compressed tanks before. We shot scuba tanks with Jig and with Jordan. We shot nitrous tanks, nitrous bottles, with old Cletus McFarland. Both of those, though, are non-flammable. Air is not flammable, that's all that's in a scuba tank. Nitrous is not flammable, it just ups your compression in your engine. Today, we're gonna shoot oxygen tanks. Pure oxygen in these tanks. Oxygen. That's a man with his head on fire, I think. Compressed oxygen in here. We have 3 tanks. We've gone ahead and tied that one to a pole because I'm worried if
the sacrifice is prepared.
we do puncture the tank. First, I want to see, are these tanks bulletproof? Turns out scuba tanks and NOS, nitrous tanks, are very bulletproof. We eventually got through them, but it took a lot. I assume these are probably the same. They got a whole lot of pressure in. They also keep bullets from getting in. I want to see if we can get through this. And then number 2, if it explodes or shoots fire, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm very nervous.
God, I love YouTube.
Possibly letting off a bomb on my ranch. So we have my fire truck over here ready for action, and we also are gonna only shoot them when they're tied to a pole. So, I mean, my fear is like, my property's all wooded. My fear is it goes boom and takes off like a rocket through the trees, lighting everything on fire for like a mile. It goes like into my neighbor's property, through his, lights the next neighbor's, it's just burning a streak, a path of destruction, if you will. We're gonna stop that from happening. Hopefully, unless I shoot right into one of the straps, rips it off, busts the tank, I burn down half of Texas.
There you go.
Let's not do that. We're gonna be shooting from up on this hill. I was
That's a good
scared
idea.
with the freaking nitrous video and the compressed air video. The ones that I knew it wouldn't explode with fire, just explode. This one might explode with fire. And might just explode. I don't know. I have no idea what it'll do, which is why we're doing it. Because I want to know. You guys probably want to know. And I'm willing to put myself at risk for us all to find out what will happen if we shoot compressed pure oxygen. We're going to start off small. Something I don't think will explode, a 22 long rifle out of my baby Mosin Nagant. I've never shot this thing far, so I have no idea.
Okay, seriously? Seriously, I love this gun. I have never seen one like this. I have never seen a baby Mosin Nagant, but I love it, and I'm here for it. Oh my god, I want one of those.
If it's this accurate, we're at like 50 yards. Holy cow.
Ooh.
That seemed to hit really hard. We'll go look at it. Here's our hit right here.
I wouldn't even be
Did
approaching
not
it,
even
man.
dent it. It rang it really good though. Next up is a 357 Magnum. Colt Python, 8-inch barrel. That thing's booking it. Possibly could go through and puncture our oxygen tank. There's only one way to find out. Ah, kind of a far shot with a revolver.
Nice.
Woo! That was a hit. No explosion. 357 Magnum. A very, very slight dent. Not much of one.
Wow.
Okay, we're gonna.
Okay, so I knew these tanks were tough. I didn't know they were that tough. That's a lot of power. I wonder what kind of shells he's using for the 357.
I have to go bigger. Next up, a 44 Magnum, another revolver, but the big, bad 44. After seeing 357, I don't think this one is going to break that open either.
Nope.
That's a big nope. And another very super slight dent, but nothing even close to getting through this. We need something more powerful. We don't have anything, so that's the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. We actually do. Next up, the old Winchester Model 97, marked Omaha Police Department. It's a pretty sweet gun. Haven't shot this one in a while. I think Jerry Michalek shot this one. I think this was the one that was not shooting straight. We're shooting a 1-ounce slug out of it, by the way. And I think for some reason this one was shooting off to the right. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hit it with this thing today. I'm gonna aim left side of that thing, and we'll see if we can get lucky.
He missed.
That went right off to the left side. Like, looks like it missed it by like an inch, and I was aiming left side. So I'm gonna aim right side this time, and maybe Jerry is just a bad shot. Oh.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, that was a perfect hit. Let's go check it out. Dude, look at that. Okay, Jerry was right. It was shooting. I just was thinking it was shooting right. It actually was shooting left. So
oh, okay.
I first aimed right here, and it landed in the dirt back over there. And then I aimed right here, and it went like 6 inches left and almost a foot up. But
shotguns, what are you going to do?
We nailed it. Dead on. Made a big dent in it. Really big. But still did not penetrate our giant oxygen container. Let's shoot something faster. I think it's time to move up to real rifles now. Next up, the old Demo Ranch AR. This thing's chambered in 5.56. And we have a green tip. Very good at penetrating. There's a decent chance this thing will blow up, which is why we scooted way back here on the hill. Firing. No explode. Okay. Whew. I get nervous every time now. 5.56. Definitely took a chunk out, but these walls are usually pretty thick, so I bet that's not even close to going through. Well, we need something faster and heavier, I think, to make it through this.
Like, okay. Now I'm impressed with how they construct these things. I knew that they were tough. I had no idea that they were this tough. I've worked around these things for a lot of my professional career, and we were always worried about dropping them or anything happening to them whatsoever. You just did not want, like, you did not want to screw with these things. You didn't want to screw with them whatsoever, because everyone knew if one of them went off, it was a bad day. It was called a casualty event.
Freaking
I just can't believe that they're this strong.
Round. This is a 338 Lapua Magnum out of this gun. This is an Armalite AR-30. You guys haven't seen this one in a while. I've actually had this since like the early days of Demo Ranch. This was like one of the first really super powerful guns I got. Bolt action, mag fed, sniper rifle. It's heavy. This gun is super heavy, but it's a really nice gun. 338 is going fast, it's really heavy. I'm like 99% sure it will puncture this tank, and I have no idea if it will set it on fire or not. So I'm actually pretty nervous. This one, I think we might be about to get crazy.
Let's go.
All right, 338 Lapua, firing. So I missed. It looked like it went right, so I'm gonna aim left. Yeah, I think it went like a foot right. And I was on it, so this is a gun I have not shot in a long time. Probably should have sighted in. All right, I'm gonna aim on the left edge.
Really?
Looks like there's a hole straight through it, but no air came out. These were full tanks is what we were told. What the heck, man? That is a straight up hole all the way through this bottle. You can see, if it's in focus, the inner edge there, and no air came out. Which means some dude in the welding shop, the old man was like, yeah, I'm not giving Demolition Ranch a full bottle of oxygen. I know what he's gonna do. I'm gonna give him an empty one. Tell him it's full. I know what you did, old man. I know it. This is empty. No air came out of this. Actually, there's some smoke coming out, probably because it just broke the metal. But I watched the GoPro. There was no psh, so I don't know. We got a hole straight through it, and nothing came out. I guess we'll try 338 Lapua on one of our other tanks. We haven't used these. We bought these things brand new.
Imagine, if you will. Imagine, if you will, having that much anticipation, and then the tanks it.
We did buy them like 2 months ago because we didn't have a fire truck, and I wanted to make sure we had a fire truck ready to go, but like, we haven't opened them. They don't leak. They're not supposed to leak. I don't know. Super anticlimactic. We'll try it again.
A little bit.
I just opened this thing up to look at it. It was open. It was like right in the middle. So somebody opened this thing and then sold it to us. Real cool. Okay, this one's closed.
Okay, there we go.
Good. Okay, so glad I get to relive this again. The stress of possibly, you know, watching a huge fireball take off through the woods. Hopefully not though, right? Like,
okay.
We're good. And it just makes a puff of fire and we all go, woo, that was awesome. All right, 338 Lapua.
Now
Magnum,
I'm actually more anxious.
going at a full oxygen tank. Whoa!
Oh.
You did it! It ripped off our straps and bent our giant poles that are cemented into the ground right now.
What?
All right, let's go investigate. Dude!
That...
I shot something that was so much smaller than this. It didn't go through. Oh yeah, here, right there. Look at that. What's that noise? Oh, that's water filling up. What the heck? So, why is it like that? Dude, I just watched the GoPro, and the fireball coming out of that was crazy, and then it looked like it got put out when it fell in the water. So that's probably a good thing. Also, why did it tear my strap? Or did it tear my strap? Like, what happened with the strap?
It
why did
burnt. What? It did rip it off.
So that strap ripped off. Where'd the other one? Did they both just tear off? This one's missing the hook.
Wow.
That means it just bent it, which also probably why this pole is bent right here. 2 poles. That bent. No, all 3 of them are bent.
Dude.
That's why I wanted it tied to a pole so it didn't shoot a mile into the woods, because that's some scary stuff. Holy cow. You know what we should do now? Shoot a bigger tank with a bigger gun. Yeah, buddy. They tied it down real good. I got like 4 straps on there, so we can be totally sure that we won't go places. I was just walking back and saw this. That's got to be from one of the pistol rounds, like the back of one of the pistol rounds, I bet. Little piece of copper. It was sitting here, well, it just sunk. It was literally floating on top of the water somehow.
Nice.
Here's what I'm thinking. Hear me out. 50 BMG.
Okay.
With a red and silver tip. The silver means it's incendiary. The red means it's a tracer, and it's also an armor-piercing round. So a red and silver tip is an armor-piercing incendiary tracer, also known as an APIT, an A-pit round. We're gonna shoot it out of this Barrett straight down there into the big tank.
I have concerns.
Hopefully it stays there, tied to it.
I don't know.
I'm a little nervous. All right.
Let's go.
Literally, here goes nothing. Oh my gosh. We did see some fire. It went out fairly quickly, which is good. Pure oxygen burns big time, but once it gets far enough away, it's not like propane where it continues to burn. We're learning a lot on Science Ranch, and it stayed mostly tied to the pole, but it definitely tried to get off that pole. What the? It took one of the poles out.
I know.
Oh, you know what this is doing? Ow. Super hot. This is welding. It's a freaking torch.
Yeah.
So it's blasting. It went out both sides. I already saw. I can see a freaking. Oh, so that's the. This is the front.
I thought it took out one of the. I thought it took one of them out, but I wasn't sure.
Right here, with that. Look at this freaking perfect hole.
Oh my God.
So it did the same thing 338 did, about the same size hole. So what it's doing. It's going in there and lighting that on fire. It's blasting out super hot oxygen, which is enlarging that hole. It's freaking like a torch. And so it's opening up that hole. Same thing here. This actually looks just like a torch blasted it. There's like metal slag on the outside. So it went through the back and then oxygen was leaking out here, but not as much. And so it was torching it as well. It also torched this in half because this was right behind it. So it torched this pipe in half.
Like, I can't really tell, but I'm wondering if that's steel with concrete in it. I'm not sure. I can't, like, I'm not there. I can't see, like, exactly what it is, but I'm wondering what he had inside the pipe. It looks like he had concrete.
And then started melting this one.
Oh wow. Oh!
These pipes are full of concrete?
There we go.
Right now? So it melted through that. You can see this concrete in here and then broke it off once there was no metal around it. It started melting through this, and that's actually concrete right there. That's the metal. It was trying to get through this one. It did the same to this. Oh, these are freaking welded to them. Yeah, it got through the metal there too. It started getting through the metal here and just freaking melted these pipes in half. Is our concrete right there.
That is awesome.
The other end of the pipe that broke off, and you can see it started melting this.
That
now,
is
what's
insane.
crazy is a torch would melt this, no problem.
Yeah,
but a torch would take 10 seconds to do this. This did this in like a half second. Like it started, I mean, you gotta think, it came out of a hole that was that big, and torches are normally the size of a pin. They're usually a little pinpoint that makes a nice cut. This is this big, blasting a torch on it for a half second and just melts that metal instantly, which is pretty crazy. I'm still surprised though that this is such a perfect hole in the front. That definitely went in as a 50 cal hole and then just slowly went as that fire was coming out, which is wild. It was also interesting to note that the fire went out once it got like this far away from the tank. Propane, it would go out 15 feet and all burn up and explode. That oxygen, once it mixed with enough air, it wasn't flammable anymore and did not burn. But that's why when you're in a shop with a welder, has oxygen tanks, or in my vet clinic where we have oxygen tanks for the animals, you be very careful with them, because if that happened inside a building, people are gonna get hurt. Your building's gonna be on fire for sure. It was, it was insane. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know, we were kind of just up in the ante every time on these tanks. We started with very non-flammable things, which are still scary. Then we went to this. Let me know what you want to see us blow up next. We can get crazier. We didn't even use my fire truck today. What's the point of having a fire truck? We can't use it. So, holler at me. Comment below.
Concerning.
Oh, thanks for watching this episode of Demolition. I love you, and I'll see you next time.
They had a tank. Where did they get a tank?
It's quite simple. There's only one rule in the Demolition. You don't tell Mayor.
Oh. Oh. Everywhere. Utter destruction. I love it. I thought I saw that pole fall when I saw the initial, but yeah, that... Okay, Warpugs. This is now one of my favorite places to go to on YouTube. This is now one of my favorite places. Because, my God, that... Like, between him and Kentucky Ballistics... I just don't understand, like, it's, okay, let me arrange my thoughts here. When you can sit there and just have the land to just be like, you know what, I want to go out back, set up a couple of tables, anchor a couple poles down, and just shoot random things to see what'll happen. Dude, I never thought of that as a concept ever. And the fact that they have been doing this for the amount of time they've been doing it, just it's the ultimate guy kind of channel. It's the ultimate guy kind of channel, or Tom Girl kind of channel. Just, we're gonna go do this for the lulz, and we're gonna have fun doing it. Warpugs, this is exactly the kind of thing that I need in my life. I can't wait until I have... Well, I know what I'm going to be doing with 30 acres. I know what I'm going to be doing with 30 acres. I can't wait to show you guys, like, everything. I can't wait to show you everything. I can't thank you guys enough. Warpugs, I'm going to head out from here. I am going to get set up because I have a lot of work left to do in here. Like the rest of this room is pretty much packed. The only thing that hasn't been packed is everything behind me at this point. I'm still, like, I've got to get some things out of here. I got to take a trip to a relative's house today to drop off a couple of things that they wanted. just there's a lot of stuff left to do on this end, but at some point tonight, I'm going to be coming in here and packing up everything in here. And it's going to be kind of nostalgic for me because this channel has really evolved in the time that I've been here. It has really evolved. My first lore video was done here. My first, you know, some of my first live streams. Well, my first live stream was done from here. You guys got to meet Sassy. You guys got to meet her puppies here. It's very nostalgic. In any case, Warpugs, all links are in the description below. I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you again for everything. Let's keep going.